That's right. LS or LT, he gon' make it pop. That's right. Down in Fort Worth, wrenching round the clock. That's right. Willie Rebuild, they call him Mr. Miyagi. Tools in his hand, moving fast like a Kawasaki. Swap so clean, lead a block and shock. That's right. Torque so mean, make the pavement talk. That's right. If you need it done right, bring it to the OG. Willie got the keys to the muscle car trophy. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
What's up, gang? It's Willie Rebuild, baby, back with another one. That's right. We back over here in the Sweat Factory, aka Area 51 and a half, baby. That's right. Coming back to back with them videos. The Cutlass trying to slow me down, but it can't keep me down, gang. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, baby. That's right. We trying to get the channel to 5,000, but we need to be to 10,000. But that's all right, because guess what? Old Miyagi not dropping another wiring video. I'm not doing none of that until I start seeing the results I want to see. We got a lot of moonlighting and a lot of peeping tone going on over here on the channel, and Willie Rebuild ain't putting up with it, gang. That's right. Until we get to 10,000, I ain't dropping no more wiring videos. In case y'all want to know why I ain't been giving y'all the how-to videos, because I ain't seeing the results I want to see. That's right. We got the 4-gen wiring right here, no video. We got the Holly right here, no video. And in case y'all want to know what's going on with old Miyagi in the Holly, I'm going to show you what's going on. This what's going on right here. Hold on, let me get some cables on there, because I ain't got the belt on there, so we ain't got enough power right now. Let me go ahead and get them old cables on there. I'm gonna go ahead and keep y'all running too, gang. Yeah, we gotta get them views up. We gotta get the subscriber count up. We gotta get all that up before Miyagi go to showing y'all what y'all want to see. That's right. I ain't playing that over here. I gave y'all the Gen 3 stuff, and a lot of people, they thought old Miyagi was gonna come back and show them everything. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it until y'all do what I want to do. I need to see 10,000 subscribers, and I ain't buying no subscribers. Let me get my keys, and we gonna get the cables on this car so I can show y'all what old Miyagi got going on, man. Fuck the jump box. How about that? See that? We don't need no jump box. Put the old cables on there. That's right. Let me get this tripod back so I can show y'all. Let me get that tripod back so I can show y'all what's going on here, baby. Alright. We should have action now. I ain't got no belt on there, so the battery is below voltage. Let me see what's going on. Oh, I see what's happening. Look at that, gang. See that right there? We got our pedal unplugged. See that right there? That's because old Miyagi was about to install it. All right. That's right. Y'all see that? Nah. Y'all don't want get old Miyagi up to 10,000? Huh? Y'all don't want to do that for old Miyagi? Miyagi done fired up Gen 3, Gen 4, LT1, Holly. What else y'all want to see? Fucking Mega Squirt, Fire Tech, some bullshit? That's what y'all want to see me fire up, huh? See what I'm saying? I'm not making another wiring video until we get the channel to 10,000 subscribers. Cause this ain't no pump faking going on over here, gang. This the real fucking deal. That's right. What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna give me the 5,000? Y'all give me the 5,000. I'ma wire up this Holly on camera. Y'all wanna do that? This Holly right here with this 4L80 that's going in this 442. Y'all gonna get me on up to 5,000, I might give y'all that. We ain't about to do no more of this moonlighting, gang. The moonlighting shit and the peak and tone is over with. If y'all don't want to do what old Miyagi saying, then I'm not making no more detailed wiring videos. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm doing, and that's that. See, Miyagi ain't like the rest of them. They don't want to show y'all. I want to show y'all how to do it. But I'm not showing y'all and we at fucking 4,500 subscribers. I'm not doing it. So y'all gotta like and share the videos and get old Miyagi out there in that fucking algorithm. Get old Miyagi out there in the algorithm, cause I ain't doing it, gang. That's right. They done been laughing in my face for too long when I'm coming with the real deal and these other jokers come with that bullshit. And, you know, they getting the views on that shit using my fucking game to go and get that shit going. We ain't doing that. I ain't playing that game no more, gang. No, we ain't doing it. Now, let's get back to the Cutlass. That's right. The Cutlass is turning into a nightmare, gang. Every corner I turn with the Cutlass, it's a problem. I get ready to run my wire harness. To the tank, and the Cutlass man had all the wires, tail light wires, in the trunk. Well, my fuel sending wire is in the tail light harness. So I had to reinstall the tail light harness, and as y'all can see, I had to take the back lights and shit out. I still haven't put this side all the way back in. And Cutlass man, you ain't got no bulbs in there either, so you're gonna have to take all this shit back and loose. I had to run that under the car the way it go. The Cutlass man had the antenna wire out. I had to fish that shit back in the car and under the hood. He had the antenna wire inside of the car. The antenna wire come through the pillar in between the door and the fender, and it got a garment on it. So if you don't have that wire in and it rain, it's gonna rain inside the car. Then I I'm looking through the trunk. I had the dash almost assembled, and look what's missing, gang. The Cutlass man is done took the vent off the back of the dash. So now I got to pull the dash back out. Ain't that a bitch? Then I was getting ready to install the gauges, but now I can't install the gauges because I'm missing the vent, and the dash gotta come back out. The Cutlass is turning into a big nightmare, gang. It's turning into a big nightmare. It's slowing down the videos. It's slowing Willie Rebuild down. I can't get the content out. I waited for the young boy to come to the shop for 2 weeks, gang. I finally got him to come to the shop last night. Got him to come to the shop, help me bleed the brakes. I said, I'm almost there. I got the Cutlass. Well, the Cutlass gonna finally leave out the door. Nope, ain't happening. Let me turn the camera around again, gang. The Cutlass is turning into a nightmare. This brake caliper here, the Cutlass man, I don't know if this washer he had on there was so flattened out or what, but that sucker was leaking fluid and spitting fluid everywhere. So I found another washer to put on the brake caliper. Then I get back here to the back. Stay away from these type of fucking brakes at all costs. If you gonna run this shit right here, you do better running the fucking drum brake. I'm just being honest with you. So I go to set that shit up to where I can bleed it, cause you gotta squeeze the e-brake and all that shit, and the fucking piston come out. Then when I go to put the fucking piston back in, the motherfucker locks up. So now I had to go and get another brake caliper. I'm waiting on that to come in. And hopefully tonight when I go to get the young boy, he still be available to help me bleed the brakes, gang. The Cutlass turned into a nightmare, baby. It's whamming down. It's slowing down the content. That's why I tell y'all, don't mess with the car. Let me do all that shit. You're not saving money by disassembling the whole fucking car, because when you come over here to Miyagi, I got to search through all that shit. Now the DIY guys out there, y'all not gonna understand what I'm talking about. Why? Because you're gonna disassemble your own car and you're gonna put it back together. But once you disassemble that motherfucker and bring it to the shop, and then he got a trunk full of parts like this here, and shit every fucking well, and screws every fucking well, it slows down the process, gang. That's why I try to tell y'all to help y'all out that it's not always the shop. Sometimes it's you. Most of the time it's the customer. You got some fucked up shops, but then you got guys like Willie Rebuild that's going beyond the call of duty to try to get this motherfucker. At this point, all I want to see the Cutlass do, this is going to be a win for me, just to get that motherfucker to roll out the door under his own power, and I can hit the brakes and stop it. I'll deal with all the rest of the stuff once I get the Cutlass to roll out that fucking door, where I can get the box Chevy in to take the motor out the box Chevy, gang. That's right. That's all I want to do right now. I'm not worried about the AC. I'm not worried about the exhaust. I'm not worried about nothing. The only thing I want to happen is I need to get it to where I can drive it out the door so I can make some of my money on my side jobs and shit, gang. But the Cutlass is stuck right here in the middle of the door. It's stuck. But ain't that setup looking pretty under there? Y'all go ahead and get in the comments and tell me, look how pretty old Willie Rebuild got that Harley set up in that Joker, baby. That's right. See that? See how old Miyagi do it? This what y'all missing. Y'all got to get me up to 10,000 and I'm gonna drop the tricks. Look, I got a trick right here. Trick set up right here. But you know what? We got the moonlighters, gang. We got the moonlighters. So I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead and do all that off camera and keep the tricks in the trick bag. The members. I ain't forget about y'all. The Cutlass has been interrupting everything. So this is what I'm gonna do for y'all members in the membership. I got the merch coming for y'all, baby. I'm in the shop long hours and I can't take care of all that how I need to take care of it. If you want the shit right, you gotta do it yourself. My wife ain't worried about none of that bullshit. So I gotta stop doing what I'm doing to go take care of it. Don't worry about that. What I'm gonna do for y'all is, when I wire up this Cutlass right here, when I wire up this Ls2 and 4L80 to put in this 442 right here, what I'm gonna do for y'all is, I'm gonna drop y'all, I'm gonna wire up the Harley in detail. I'm gonna wire up the dashes to the Harley in detail. And not only that, I'm gonna give y'all a bonus. I'm gonna bring the tech guy in and let the tech guy drop a tune in it right here in Area 51 before we take it to the dyno, gang. That's what I'm gonna do. So if you're not already a member, this might be a good time for you to join the membership, because I'm finna wire up this Cutlass with the Harley Terminator X Max. I'm gonna wire that up in the membership. I'm gonna show y'all how to wire in the AC to the Harley. I'm gonna show y'all how to wire in the fans and all that to the Harley. So you don't want to miss that. If you're not already a member, now is a good time to join, because that's gonna be a detailed video that I'm gonna put in the membership for the members on the Harley. That's right, gang. But we at 16 minutes and it been a lot of talking, but I gotta let y'all know what's going on. What I'm gonna do now is, I'm waiting on this caliber to come. I'm getting ready to pull this dash back out. I'm not gonna bore y'all out with that, but what I am gonna do is, I'm gonna cut y'all back on once this caliber come in, and hopefully we can drive the Cutlass out the door tonight, because it's gonna be nighttime by the time we get it done, if I get it done, because these brakes are pain in the ass to bleed. So hopefully in this video, the Cutlass can drive out of the door under his own power, gang. That's right. So I'm gonna turn y'all back on in a minute once I get this brake caliber in. All right, gang, we back. And after some time of messing around, I went ahead and got the dash vents back in. As you can see, I had to pull the dash back, get behind there and screw the vents in. And also I went ahead and cleaned up some of the wires over here on the passenger side. Those wires hanging down, I'm gonna need a couple of those, so that's why I left them hanging. The other little line right here, that's just an AC vent. I need to run it up there to the vent. Also, I finally got the young boy over here to help me bleed the brakes. I don't know where he at right now. He might be camera shy, but I went ahead and put the wheels back on now that I got the brakes bled. Like I told y'all earlier, this piston right here was bad, so I replaced it, went bought a replacement piston. Also went ahead and painted the piston to match the other side, which is red, and added the transmission fluid in it, added some transmission fluid in it. So in the next video, y'all should be able to see the Cutlass pull out of the shop under his own power. I'm not gonna move it out tonight because I don't want to jack it down. I need to make a couple of little touch-ups on the flow pan, before I let it down. That way I won't have to jack it back up again. It'll be on the ground for good. And yeah, gang, that's what I did. Tomorrow I'll probably come in here, which is Sunday, and put the dash in. I can put the vent back on over there. Another thing I need to do is I need to get the belt, and I need to go and get I need to get the power steering line made so I can put on the car. That way I can have power steering. And I need to get the belt, but I'm gonna wait till Monday to get the belt because not all of them over there knew how to do what I be asking them to do for us with the dimensions on the belt. So the one person that do it for me, they off on the weekends, and once they get back in, then I get them to give me the right belt for it. You want to tell YouTube something, man?
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm good.
You good? What you think about the car right there?
Good.
Huh?
A couple of things will be good.
Need a couple of things? You gonna put them on there?
I have to.
If you have to, what you think you could put on there?
We'll probably go put the bump on.
Put the bump on. We got the young guy at the shop, gang. He finally came here to the shop. I've been waiting on him for 2 weeks, and he just showing up a week before school, and he want to know what's going on with his car. You don't work, you don't eat, baby. You know how it go. What's going on with it? Ain't nothing going on with it. I got it using it to block in the box Chevy. That's what's going on with it. Until he come over here and put in some work, then the car stay in the corner. And then he took his last $60 gang and spent it on the PlayStation game. What's wrong with this man? You could have bought your Valuses for your headlight with that, but he didn't do that. He went and spent it on the PlayStation. So now he over here with old Miyagi and working off some of the debt because he in the hole with Miyagi, gang. That's right. So y'all might be seeing him quite frequent on the channel because he gotta come on out this hole he in, gang. Now, y'all don't forget what I told y'all earlier about this moonlighting. We ain't about to do that shit, gang. Y'all come on and share the videos. Stop moonlighting and stop doing the peeping Tom, looking through the back window and all this old shit here. Smash the subscribe button. When we get the channel up to 5,000, I'ma drop a Gen 4 wiring video. When we get the channel to 10,000, I'ma drop the LT. I'ma switch it up. I'ma drop LT 8-speed, LT 6-speed. I'ma open up the playbook. But until then, old Miyagi is gonna keep everything under his hat. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk around the car and show y'all what's going on. And then when y'all get me where I need to be, then I'm gonna go ahead and open up that playbook. Y'all know y'all want me to open the game. I ain't worried about them. A lot of them gonna be mad when I open that playbook because they feel like old Miyagi is gonna put them out of business. Well, that's when you gotta be a master hustler and you gotta have some good sales pitches behind what you're doing. Cause I'm gonna drop it. If they get me where I wanna be, I'm gonna drop all that shit, gang. That's right. But don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's Willie Rebuild, aka Mr. Miyagi, aka the G-Body Specialist. I'm out of here, gang. That's right.